Hey animal enthusiasts and fellow herpetologists, it's Joel here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to cut your lizard's nails. Let's get into it.
Just like in cats or dogs, many pet lizards, especially those that aren't on rough or climbing surfaces, can grow nails that are too long. This can cause the nails to curl, break, and potentially make it painful for your lizard to walk. For most smaller lizards, providing rough surfaces such as rocks to climb will naturally file down their nails. Arboreal species such as chameleons use their claws for gripping onto vines and to hold balance while climbing, so I wouldn't recommend trimming them as they naturally will wear down as well. There's no universal schedule for when you should trim the nails, but if they look curved or if it pushes the toe sideways and is getting caught on surfaces such as carpet, it's usually a sign it's time for a trim. The materials you're going to need are normal nail clippers that are clean and haven't been used, along with potentially a nail filer or Dremel, styptic powder or cornstarch in case of bleeding, a towel or cloth can also be useful, and lastly, a second person to restrain depending on the species, which I will go into later. Before you start, it's important to understand the anatomy for a lizard's claw so you don't cut too far. In a normal claw, the most anterior part extending from the toe will be dead tissue composed of keratin and typically has a pointed end. At the base of the claw, closest to the toe, contains what is called the quick, which has living tissue such as blood vessels and nerves. Cutting this far into the claw will cause pain and bleeding, so you should try to trim the tip just past the point. For overgrown nails, it's important to note that the quick continues to grow longer as the nail grows longer, so it won't always be at the base. If you want to be on the safer side, you can candle the nail with a light and mark the more pinkish part, which should be where the quick is. There seems to be a bit of controversy on whether or not the quick recedes over time with frequent cuttings, but just to be on the safe side, I would trim the dead tissue very gradually from days to even weeks and file it down as you get closer to the quick. Just remember to always have the styptic powder ready to use in case you accidentally trim too short, since bleeding in small animals, even in small amounts, can be dangerous due to their lower blood volume. When it comes to restraint, there are a couple different methods which depend on the lizard's size and temperament. For lizards that are calm and relaxed, you don't even need to hold them as long as they're on a flat surface like a table. This gives you enough space to do one limb at a time and hold each foot with minimal pressure. For higher stress individuals, the towel burrito method is the best option. Here, you want to wrap the lizard in a soft towel and cover their head and eyes so they feel like they're in the dark. The body should be snug but not tight while leaving the desired limb exposed. Covering their head and eyes calms them down by reducing sensory input and making them feel more secure so you can trim their nails easier. Lastly, if you have a second person willing to help, the two-person hold method can make the process go much smoother. This is ideal for very defensive lizards or large lizards such as tegus or iguanas. It is especially required for venomous lizards, such as beaded lizards or Gila monsters, to avoid getting bitten. Here, one person gently restrains the lizard's body and potentially its head while supporting the lower abdominal and pelvic regions. The second person trims the nails one foot at a time. Gloves may also be necessary for lizards that thrash and have spines such as iguanas or uromastyx. Now that we've figured out how to restrain our lizard, it's finally time to start trimming. As mentioned previously, for normal nails you only want to trim just the tip. You can do this for all the required nails. For nails that are ingrown or starting to curve, I'd recommend filing them down gradually since they can be hard to trim with other tools. This also allows you to reshape the direction of the nail and lower the risk of hitting the quick. Remember to be mindful of where you're pointing the file to prevent accidental poking and injury. But yeah guys, so that's really all there is to it. If you want to be more on the safer side, you might be able to ask a pet stylist or groomer that specializes in exotics. For very severe overgrown or ingrown nails such as those curling into the skin, I would recommend seeing a vet to prevent possible injury or infection. I hope this video can help you keep your lizard happy with healthy nails, and if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.